pretty much all that you need to clean a home really well. Now there are a few other products that I do use on occasion, but these are the mainstay and the things that come in my bucket when I do professional cleaning. I've been doing this for over 30 years. I've tried all kinds of cleaners. These are the ones that have been the kindest to my health and the best at cleaning for me. Now we've got Dr. Bronner's. It's wonderful. It's a Castile soap. It is vegan, environmentally friendly, organic, smells like a dream. Like honestly, it has the most wholesome, beautiful smell. I choose lavender because I've never found a client that did not like the smell of the Dr. Bronner's lavender. Ivory, I use this as well. It is dishwashing soap and it works so well on so many things. I'm going to show you some of those things today. Now the squirt bottle, I just fill it with water and add a few drops of the Dr. Bronner's. And that ends up giving you an all-purpose spray that you wouldn't believe how well it works. I also have the eraser type cleaners. You can get no-name brand. I have found that most of the no-name brand work just perfectly fine. And I use those quite a bit and usually in conjunction with the ivory to get off stubborn stains. So I'm going to show you a little bit in each room that I'm doing today and hopefully give you an idea of how these cleaners work and what you can use them on. So first things first, work from the top down. So generally the cupboards in the kitchen are only dirty in the areas where it can be reached easily. So I give them a good wipe, the handles too, and this kind of wood needs to be shined up, and a lot of surfaces for that matter. So I just take one of my nice ripped sheets and just give it a nice wipe afterwards. Now, you know, this isn't really noticeable unless you're up close, but I can tell you that the fingerprints and stuff over time will gather and you will have a bit of mess on your hands. So it's good to keep up with it, and this is what makes a house look extra sparkly and clean. Little things like this go a long way. So just rinse your cloth often with Dr. Bronner's and water that you have in your bucket, and with your spray bottle you can spray back splashes and that kind of thing. If you have stubborn spots, pre-spray. Pre-spray, leave it, go to another end and then come back to it, and when you pre-spray, it almost always does all of the work for you so that you don't have to scrub. If it's a really, really stubborn spot, then that's where the magic eraser type things really come in hand. Now again, shine. This whole house is all about shining. So I am going to take my nice soft sheet and shine, and as well as the counter. Now I'm just kind of trying to give you an idea of how this is done. I'm extremely thorough when I do it. I work from top to bottom. Next thing I would do is move down to here and make sure, like cupboards especially, they get the little grooves in here and they fill up with dirt sometimes. So I wash the complete lower cupboards and make sure that I get all of the dirt and all of the fingerprints and muck off of them. They're usually the dirtiest because food falls down. So now I'm working on the microwave. Make sure you pre-spray the microwave. This one is not bad. They always keep, like I said, everything really quite nice, but it needs to be freshened up. And so I'm just gonna spray it. If it's really bad, I pre-spray it and leave it. And you take out the little tray thing, spray it with the Dr. Bronner's and water from your spray bottle. And that way, when you're steaming up your food, you don't have chemicals that all of a sudden start to steam up into your food. The Dr. Bronner's is safe to be able to use in your microwave, and it cleans really well. I would compare it to even better than some of the really harsh brands that really smell terrible and that make you feel like you need a gas mask to use them. So I try to use the most environmentally friendly things that I possibly can. It's not always possible to get the really bad stuff off sometimes without using something that's sort of maybe a little more harmful. But if you can reduce the amount that you use that, then you're going to be much better off. So I've sprayed it. I am going to shine it now. Now it wasn't very dirty, so you know it didn't take a lot, but if it is, pre-spray anything that's really bad. It will make your life so much easier. Come back to it and it'll have done the magic all by itself. Now this is a stainless steel microwave, and the Dr. Bronner's works really good on it. I keep pushing the stove, make it beep. So you can spray the stainless steel and just shine it up. Good quality stainless steel generally will shine up fairly easily without any kind of special sprays. So their Stovetop is one of the glass top or ceramic top types of flat ones. And you know what? For the majority of the time, you can get away with using a magic eraser and a little bit of, or a magic eraser type pad. Spray some of your Dr. Bronner's on your stovetop and then use your pad to give it a scrub. Sometimes you get those stubborn things on there that, you know, don't come off easily. The magic eraser seems to be quite safe. So I use this in between the big cleans. Sometimes you have to use that, you know, white filmy stuff that you put on and a scrub pad, but this works in the intermediate when you don't have a ton of dirt on things or, you know, really, really bad spills. So I'm just going to show you how beautiful this turns out. And it wasn't bad before. They really do keep this house really beautiful. So I'm just going to show you though. So I don't know. There we go. It's shiny. It is. It's shiny. Trust me. This isn't working great, but it is shiny. I'm in my client's bathroom, and she has this beautiful one-piece sink, and I love these kind of sinks for being really easy to clean. I would highly recommend them. And even the faucets are a very simple design so that they're easy to clean. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Ivory dishwashing soap, and I'm just going to give it a little swirl. No magic amount. Take my magic eraser and then go around with it. I can take my Dr. Bronner's and squirt the faucet. I did give it a go once, and it gets into the crevices really well. After you've rinsed really well, all I do is I take my old sheet, nice soft sheet, and while it's still damp, I shine it up. The Ivory is really great at making things really shiny. Stainless steel, mirrors, all kinds of things in the house. So as you can see, it shines up very easily. It's beautiful. And then I make sure that I also shine the entire sink and go along and just shine it up. And you know, you can't get any shinier than that, I don't think. It's beautiful.